listening for graduates. Hello and welcome to our graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. Go you guys. I'd like to thank you all for attending, whether it be virtually or here in person today. Thank you parents for taking time away from your Candy Crush and Facebook. The students for making it through all of these hard years. The band for playing the performance today, and for the choir that will be performing later on. Our seniors this year, our senior year has definitely been breathtaking, more than anything. From everything from drawing our shoes in 5th grade for way too long, to learning that 9 plus 10 is 21, to listening to our brief announcements, our time in school has been nothing if not interesting. Congratulations to class of 2021. And make sure to play Pokemon Go every day.
Thank you, Jacob. Let's give a round of applause to our senior class salutatorian, Jacob Lane. To welcome you all here this afternoon. My name is Dan Curtis. I'm high school principal here at Evergreen High School. The mission of our work here at Evergreen, building on tradition, committed to excellence, cultivating the future. It truly takes a village. Our community's most valuable resource, our children, sit before us today, awaiting the transition from student to alumni. I'd like to thank all of the parents and families here today for entrusting in us, your children, our community's most valuable resource. Congratulations, graduates, for your hard work and your accomplishments celebrated today. This year's graduating class has had a unique past 2 years, and we couldn't be happier to offer this graduating class an in-person opportunity to celebrate their accomplishments. I don't want to overlook the fact the effort that this year's graduating class has made to make every day, to make a day like today happen. Cancellations and closures, remote learning, social distancing, and masks. This year's senior class has endured and overcome a laundry list of obstacles too long to list. Their ability to persevere in the face of overwhelming adversity will serve them well in their pursuits after leaving our homes. Thank you, seniors, for your leadership over the course of the past 18 months. I'm going to take a moment to introduce some of our guests and visitors who are seated on the stage. To my left, this is Nora Kiefer, Board President. Mr. Jason Miller, Vice President. Mr. Zach Murray, Board Member. Mr. Don Smith, Board Member. Mr. Matt Backlund, Board Member. Mr. Brian Carroll, Treasurer. Seated to my right, Mr. Eric Smola, Superintendent. Laura Swineford, Assistant Superintendent and Director of Curriculum. This is Kim Spaulding, guest speaker and alumni. This is Jane Draheim, elementary school principal. Mr. Brady Roofer, middle school principal. And this is Christy Schmidlin, Director of Special Education. give a special thank you to next year's senior class officers who are here today greeting you at our front door, taking tickets, as well as handing out programs. President for next year's graduating class of 2022, Emma Majewski, standing in the back. Vice President of next year's senior class, Lydia Valentine. Next year's secretary, Olivia Eisel. And Evan Pennington, next year's treasurer. Austin.
Yeah, Austin.
As we began our ceremony today, I'd like to take a moment to honor two extremely hardworking graduates. For those of you who were in attendance last Friday at our academic awards banquet, it never fails to overwhelm me the accumulation of accomplishments and celebration for years of hard work by our students, especially our seniors. If you were able to attend last week, you would have known the number of awards that were delivered, scholarships that were awarded. You can imagine the time and effort it takes to review, to check, to double check, triple check grades, expectations, accomplishments, application data, etc. My biggest fear every year is that we overlook a senior or graduate or a student who has worked so hard to earn an accomplishment, and we fail to recognize one of those students during our academic awards banquet. Well, Jacob Riggs and Morgan Foster, please. For each of the last 7 semesters of their high school career. Jake and Morgan, congratulations for all of your hard work and dedication to your studies while attending Evergreen. Both of these students should have earned their 4-year academic plaque last year at the award ceremony, and I didn't want to overlook and thank them for their hard work celebrated last week on Friday. So thank you, Jake. Will Logan Fox and Nick Helen please approach the stage? This year, 2 members of the class of 2021 have formally committed to serve our country following graduation. Logan Fox is enlisted in the United States Air National Guard, and Nick Helen is formally enlisted in the United States Marine Corps. Both of these students for your commitment to service and your commitment to our community. Next, I'd like to introduce to you the senior members of Evergreen High School Choir for a presentation alongside Mr. Rosen.
we see Metamora. So that's the question, what will I do with the portion given to me? It's one possession, so very precious. It's a miracle. Something's falling on, I'm keeping me. All of my soul, I will sing. My heart understands this melody will play. It may not resonate, but it is to me. Even so, oh, even so. With all of my soul, I will sing. I will sing. It's not that easy to pray on the doubts of the day and the cloud. They want to be proud and not completely. Because I am proud. But it's in the song. Anticipate me. With all of my soul, I will sing. My heart understands this melody will bring. It may not resonate, but it is so. Oh, even so. All my soul, I will sing. I will sing forevermore. Sing with all my heart and my soul. What I have decided to live is my life. I will sing, I will sing forevermore. I will sing with all my heart and my soul. I have decided that this is my life. I will sing forevermore. I will sing with all my heart and my soul. I have decided that this is my life. I have decided that this is my life. I have decided that this is my life. So we're just getting started. Sing with all our souls, sing with all our hearts. Sing forevermore, so we're just getting started. Sing with all our souls, sing with all our hearts. Sing forevermore, so we're just getting started. Sing with all our souls, sing with all our hearts. Sing forevermore, so we're just getting started. Sing with all our souls, sing with all our hearts. Sing forevermore, so we're just getting started. Sing with all our souls, sing with all our hearts.
students. My name is Dr. Dolores Swineford, and I'm the Assistant Superintendent and Director of Curriculum here at Evergreen Schools. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing the class president for the class of 2021. Please give a warm welcome to Senior Class President, Mr. Colin Smith.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the class 2021 commencement ceremony. As you probably already know, my name is Colin Smith. It's my privilege to be the president of this amazing class of students and have a chance to speak to all of you today. First off, I want to thank my mom, my dad, my brother for everything they do, and I wouldn't be where I am without you guys. I'd also like to thank all the teachers, coaches, and mentors I've had over the years. I can't express how grateful I am to have all of you. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted to speak about, and an image kept coming to my mind. The main hallway on the first floor of the high school, between the bathrooms and above the Viking and TV on the wall, there is a sign that reads, "Through these halls as the best student body in Northwest Ohio." I've read it hundreds of times as I've passed underneath it. This sign made me wonder, why is this the best student body in Northwest Ohio? For 4 years, passing underneath it several times a day, every day, I think I figured it out, and it all comes down to what it means to be a Viking. The Evergreen class of 2020-21 will soon be Evergreen High School alumni, but we will always be Vikings. That means being a part of this unique community. The strength and resiliency of this unique corner of Ohio first dawned on me the summer I entered high school. The community was blindsided by the loss of a recent Viking alumni, something none of us could have ever expected. And what I witnessed really stuck with me. I watched a community that interspersed towns, villages, subdivisions, and farms set everything aside to rally together as Vikings. This speaks to the backbone and camaraderie that makes this community special. All of us set aside petty differences to come together to what we really are: neighbors, friends, and family. What really gave this weight was the fact that we didn't just let this moment of unity pass. We enacted real change, and the newfound closeness never faded. We brought light out of the darkness. After witnessing this testament to our community strength and unity, I found me pride in calling myself a Viking. When I was thinking about what it meant to be a Viking, I decided to research why we chose that as our mascot. Initially, it was just the Viking ship, but eventually, it became the Viking, who fears no one. I couldn't possibly think of a better representation of how critical everyone here in the audience has been along this journey. This community is the Viking ship that has carried this class of students through elementary, middle, and high school. This community has been the strength we've drawn from and the foundation we've relied on. This class, the Vikings in the ship, have now seemingly arrived at their destination. For some of us it's college, for some it's a trade school, for some it's the military, for some it's the workforce. The one thing that will always bring us together, though, is how we got here. This class of students has endured so much together. We lost a quarter of our junior year, one of our proms, a homecoming, and much more to say. The fact that everybody here is wearing a mask is a testament to this. This corner of the rural Midwest has shaped our lives in more ways than we can think of. Take Viking athletics, for instance. Whether it's here in the big house or out on Piper Field, I'll never forget hearing Joe Gladstone welcoming our opponents by announcing to them, "You're in Viking country." Every time I heard this, whether on the field of play or getting on someone's shoulders on the sidelines to be the Viking chant in a basketball game, it made me proud to call myself a member of this Viking nation. We played our hearts out to the buzzer, no matter the moment or situation. Most of all, when it comes to being a Viking athlete, it means being swan at all costs. At least for me, being a Viking means having a permanent dislike for the color purple. But being a Viking also means acting a certain way. Lessons that we learn in the classroom and on the field of play dictate how we hold ourselves in any situation. It means being gracious through both victory and defeat, respecting all opponents, placing fairness above all. As Vikings, we know that we represent more than ourselves, so we hold ourselves to a higher standard. This higher standard is what separates us from our competitors. Being a Viking also means being able to participate in the excellent academics we have here at Evergreen. And education at Evergreen High School will be whatever you want it to be. The courses here and the amazing staff have prepared us for the continuation of our academic careers as learning is a lifelong endeavor. And the proof is right here before you in class of 2021. There are several students before us on full scholarships to prestigious universities and to their dream schools. This rural farm school has produced some of the brightest and most intelligent people I have ever met, and this can't be nice. While Viking is typically portrayed as a reserved and savage fighter, Evergreen Vikings, while still fearless, are more than warrior poets. Warrior poets are those who train and fight for a higher purpose. They're members of a rare fraternity of warriors who fight with intellect, conviction, and great skill. On the field of play, we fear no one, and we fight to the very last second. In the classroom, we educate ourselves on how to become well-rounded and informed citizens. This overarching metaphor of what it means to be a Viking should stick with each and every one of us. Because even after we receive our diplomas and our time here as students come to an end, our ship is still behind us. Literally speaking, our ship envelops us, holds us together, and is all around us in this community. This community is what has carried us across this ocean, helping us to weather the many storms that we encounter. This ship has brought us to this point in our lives. Today, we take our first step onto dry land. We have reached our starting point, ready to face this new world together. We stand up straight, with our shoulders back, fearless of future trials, because no matter what happens, we will always be Vikings, and this community will be at our back. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Mr. Brady Rupert, and I am the middle school principal here at Evergreen. Today, I have the pleasure of recognizing Harley Shores as our top Evergreen graduate from Fort County Career Center. Harley attended Fort County Career Center in the Computer Design and 3D Modeling program. Harley plans on attending college after graduation and is currently considering a career in the United States Air Force. Harley, will you please stand to be recognized?
Good afternoon. My name is Jane Ray. I'm principal at Evergreen Elementary School. And I just want to take a moment, look at all of you graduating seniors and remembering what you like when you were in preschool, and kindergarten, all the way to 5th grade. It's amazing. I'm so happy to be able to celebrate the class of 2021 today as you graduate. Seems like just yesterday you were walking through the hallways and playing on the playground at Evergreen Elementary School, and now here you are graduating from Evergreen High School. I have the pleasure of introducing a presentation of the valedictorians of the class of 2021. These students maintain a 4.0 grade point average or higher during the course of their entire school career. Would you please stand to be recognized and remain standing as I call your name? Aiden DeGraw. Reagan Fisher. Hannah Blackburn. Morgan Kohler. Ina Silvestri. Alan Smith. Jasmine Tom. Glenn Wilson. Will the valedictorian representatives presenting today please approach the stage?
Hey again, everyone. Long time no see. As was just said, I'll be starting off with the valedictorian speech. You heard from our salutatorian Jacob, and after me, you'll hear from Jasmine, Reagan, and Gina. But these aren't all our valedictorians. Aiden, Hannah, and Morgan have all earned this honor as well, and Corinne. I'm sorry. And I want to talk a little bit about what that means for us as representatives of this class. So being a valedictorian means that we are at the top of our class, but this doesn't change the fact that all of us are coming away with long and lasting memories of the educational system. While we were graded on our academic performance, most of us won't remember an old guys' writings or a long dead mathematician's rules. I'm not going to pretend like all of us didn't spend most of our time in class staring at the clock waiting for today. However, there are certain things I'm sure that none of us will forget. Some of these might include shenanigans in the lunchroom, like singing happy birthday to someone over the loudspeaker when it wasn't actually their birthday. Happy birthday, Jordan, by the way. Some other of these might include some of us almost not being able to walk across the stage and throwing a few chairs at us. However permanent these memories might be, the bonds made with people with them will surely last longer. We're moving on to a new chapter of our lives where we can do whatever we want. Some of us, I'm sure, will go on to contribute massively to society. Who knows, the next Elon Musk is probably dressed in a cap and gown in this room right now. Or some of us might just throw food without having to look out for teachers. Nevertheless, these friends we made here will help us in this new part of life, no matter what we choose to do with it. I'm glad I was able to spend these last 4 years with these students in my class, and I can't wait to see what the future has in store for us. Please join me in welcoming our next valedictorian speaker, Jasmine Todd.
Everything is bigger in Texas, and based on personal experiences, that is not inaccurate. Growing up in Texas, the school I attended was over twice the size of Evergreen. In between all of my morning meals, using the term pop for the first time, and getting asked to say anything with an I sound. It was definitely a huge change for me at Evergreen. I would say that this change has been beneficial to me to be able to grow as a person. When I first moved here, the community welcomed me with open arms and continues to impress me with its togetherness. The small school in the middle of a cornfield that cares maybe just a little too much about a spirit rock has provided me with memories I will always cherish and friendships that I will never forget, no matter the path of me each go in life. Sometimes life gets in the way, but may we never forget the beating cornfields which surround the majority of our homes in the school. May we also never forget the people that helped us to get here. Would the parents and guardians of the class of 21 please stand and be recognized? I personally would like to thank my mom, my dad, and my stepmom who have provided me with endless support and coffee that was very much needed to get through the day the past 4 years. I would also like to thank the friends I have made along the way and the people that I have met. Some taught me life lessons and to be the best person I can be, while others have endlessly encouraged me, no matter how difficult. With that being said, I would like to introduce our next speaker, co-valedictorian Megan Bishop.
If I had $1 for every time I was inserted, I probably wouldn't be here speaking in front of you all today. I think that it's accurate for me to say that I would have abandoned you all and moved on to other views. But I also think it's accurate for me to say that this school would be the one I come back for. Ironically enough, that is one thing I'm extremely certain of. Back to my point, it's okay to not know. It's okay to not see where our passion lies as a search result on Google. It's okay to see no results for your future on Safari. It doesn't tell us who we are as people. While some of us are aware of what we want to do for the rest of our lives, others are still figuring it out. But trust me, Mom and Dad, it's okay. So when you're on your 7th major and paying for tuition, just remember that.
Unfortunately, uncertainty can lead to many mistakes, but that's just a part of life. Have I learned from all of them? Definitely not, but I'm stoked on it. Many of us are about to leave for college, where we'll probably end up switching our majors and paying extra student loans, but that's just a mistake on our part. Despite severe humiliation, mistakes still help us grow and teach us to overcome things in a better way. We'll soon learn how to live our new lives as college students, military members, employees, and apprentices. Honestly, we'll probably just end up living off of ramen, but who's to say? We'll make tons of mistakes in our lives, but they only help us grow and be more successful in the future. If there's one more thing I know, mistakes lead to a lot of memories. Whether they are good or bad, I still consider them to be one of the most important aspects of high school. As you look around at your peers, you can't help but remember all those football games, the dancing at homecoming prom, and every smile exchanged in the hallways. Speaking of hallways, I really hope no one saw me trip on my way to class, because those memories are endless. So on your journey through life, never forget the moments that you have cherished. Let those memories be the countless times hearing Mr. Wagner say bottom line, or seeing your pick for the first time in an end. So let me give you one more final word. Congratulations, class of 2021. We've made it. Now please welcome our final valedictorian speaker, Jamie Silvestri.
Now you may be wondering why there are only 4 of us speaking today on behalf of all the valedictorians this year. And it is definitely not because of time constraints. So, first and foremost, I would like to recognize once again the bright scholars who share this valedictorian honor, yet are not speaking in front of you today. Brandon Wilson, Aiden DeGroff, Morgan Fuller, and Hannah Butler. Can you give it up for them? So anyway, after we all played rock, paper, scissors, decided diligently who would be speaking today, I thought a lot about the right way to deliver the sentiment for today's speech. So, after a lot of thinking and going back and forth, I decided that rapping the rest of today's speech is the only way to really do it justice. So, Mr. Lyon, can you just drop maybe? Yeah, I'll just drop right here. I'm totally kidding. I would not do that to you guys. I knew it was a joke. But in all seriousness, you may be looking at the program and wondering if the Celestials will ever stop showing up on the stage. Well, today the last Celestial leaves Evergreen High School to hopefully never be accidentally called one of the flowery names. Arthur, Antoinette, Mary, Billy, Amy, Ray, John, Cece. Huge shout out to my family today, but most especially my nephew Danny, because it's his birthday and I'm totally stealing his thunder. Today I found it appropriate to close the speech since being last in line is something I think too fancy. Although it is important to shine light on our mentors, today is really about you, class of 2020. Today is bittersweet. Let's be honest. We've practically grown up together, and we're saying goodbye to the safe place we've known for almost all of our lives, and that in itself is scary and haunting. As you approach the end of this chapter, it's my hope that you welcome a new one with open arms. Whatever path you go down, whatever obstacles come your way, and however many pandemics you may have to endure, always remember that it's your mindset that's going to shape your future. Now, if you have been zoning out for this entire speech, I have been in your shoes watching the clock tick when I would much rather be doing something far more interesting, but class of 2021, this is what I want you to hear, so listen. We have spent the last 4 years preparing ourselves for this moment, to be set free. And it may not feel like it, but we are ready to take on this one. I know you may be wondering, how does she know that I'm ready? She's just some nerd up there with all the other nerds who somehow got a hold of the microphone. And that may even hold some truth to it. But the reason I am so sure we're going to do great things is because it's not us, but him. There's simply no one more equipped than the young men and women sitting here at WP today. And I'm really proud to say that we've got to go on this ride together. So, Evergreen High School has given us countless memories, but the next step is longer than class of 2021, congratulations, you're on great things. Thank you.
At this time, I have the pleasure of introducing this year's featured guest speaker. This year's guest speaker is an Evergreen alumni from the graduating class of 1991. Kim Smallman has lived in the Evergreen local school district her entire life. She grew up in Oakshade and graduated from Evergreen in '91. After graduating from Evergreen, she married her high school sweetheart, Scott Smallman, in 1993. They built a house right on the corner of Central Avenue and have lived there for 28 years. While in high school, she played basketball, ran track, was a member of the Evergreen FFA, and a member of the National Honor Society. She graduated from Northwest Technical Institute with an associate's degree in accounting in 1994. Kim currently works at the Metamora State Bank, where she's the Vice President and Senior Loan Officer. She has 2 grown daughters, Shay and Amber, both Evergreen alumni, and has 2 beautiful granddaughters who are her pride and joy. Please welcome Mrs. Kim Smallman.
I would like to begin today by saying thank you to the entire administration team of the school. From the school board to the teachers, to the cafeteria workers, the office staff, and the janitor staff. This past year has been anything but easy. I, for one, cannot imagine making the changes and adjustments that you have had to make over the past year. I commend you for doing everything that you can to bring education to the students, making things as normal as possible, and allowing the students to enjoy school and the activities the best that they can. I would not want to change places with any of you. Thank you. Next, I would like to say thank you to the parents. You have had to adjust your lives to provide for your children in an ever-changing environment. I remember trying to help my daughters with algebra. It's hard enough when you have to help them with homework, but when you have to help them learn, be teachers yourselves, and keep the children focused and on task, all while frustrated yourselves, I commend you all. Thank you. And most importantly, I want to say congratulations to every one of you sitting in these chairs before me today. This has not been an easy year. You have been on one heck of a roller coaster ride. And yet, here you are today, stronger, smarter, and in my opinion, better equipped than any graduating senior ever has been to take on the next stage of your life. I commend each and every one of you, and congratulations on all that you've accomplished individually and as a class. I was honored to be asked to speak today, but when I was trying to decide what I was going to talk about, many ideas came to my head. I could stand here and continue the conversation of the adversity that we've all had to endure over the past year, but I'm pretty sure we're all tired of hearing about COVID. I could stand up here and give you the same follow your dream speech, or these are the best years of your life speech, but I'm pretty sure you've heard all of that before too. So I decided to talk about something totally different, something that made me who I am today and brought me success: change. I'm a proud alumni of Evergreen High School. I graduated 30 years ago. I was very active in high school, as Mr. Curtis said. I played basketball for 4 years, ran track just my senior year, because why not? What else are you going to do your senior year but run track? And I was a member of National Honor Society. But my proudest accomplishment was being a 4-year member of the Evergreen FFA. I sat right where you are today in 1991. I had a well-laid plan for my life, and my future was in front of me. Nothing can stop me now. In the fall, I would attend Northwest Technical Institute, now known as Northwest State Community College, and get my accounting degree. As a young girl, I used to watch my mother. She was an accountant also, do bookwork on Sundays for the church, and also tag along with her to work anytime I could. So at a young age, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. So I would go to college, I would get my associate's degree, and then I would get a job. All I had to do was follow the plan. Well, as we all know, plans change. I got married to my high school sweetheart, Scott, in the summer of 1993. We were on the 5-year plan. Everybody knows that plan, where you live it up as a young married couple, and come with all your friends, you have no worries, and you have kids in 5 years, right? So, like I said, married in July of 93, and in December of 1994, we welcomed our first daughter, Shay, into the world. That was not in the plan. But that was okay. We were so happy. I did graduate with my associate's degree in accounting, and I had a job as an accounts payable clerk at the same office my mom worked at, because like I said, I went to follow my mom around. Everything was good. In May of 1995, with a 4-month-old baby at home, Scott and I soon found out we were pregnant with our second daughter, Amber, who we would welcome into the world in January of 1996. That was definitely not in the plan. We were faced with the decision of whether I would stay working or whether I would stay home. It didn't make sense for me to go to work and to work all week just to turn that check over to the daycare facility because it's very expensive to put 2 infants in daycare. So we decided I would be a stay-at-home mom, at least until the girls were in school, and then I could go back to work. Now we had a new plan. Now I love being a mom. I love spending time with my girls and watching them grow. However, I was missing getting out and hanging out with the adults. You see, I'm a bit of a social butterfly, and as much as my girls entertained me, I started cutting my husband's food up into small bite-sized pieces and asked him if he wanted a nap. Mom needed to get out of the house. So in August of '96, I walked into the Metamora State Bank where my plans were about to change again. They were looking for a part-time teller. It was just 3 days a week from 9 to 3. My husband worked second shift, so he would be able to stay home with the girls in the morning, and I would make it home before he needed to leave for work. This was almost perfect. I applied and was hired. After working there for about 2.5 years, my hours were getting longer. I was working more days a week. It was getting hard for me to get home before Scott had to leave. We needed a new plan. So in the spring of '99, State Farm Farms and Lions was hiring an office manager. I would work 8 to 12, Monday through Friday. Even better. I would be home and able to spend time with Scott and the girls before he had to leave for work. I decided to quit, and I started at State Farm Farms. In the spring of 2001, Scott came home and said he wanted to change jobs. Not in the plan. He was tired of working second shift, which he had done for 8 years. The girls were playing sports, and he was missing them growing up. The girls were now in school, and we decided that if he was to switch jobs, I would have to find a full-time job that offered benefits. Fast forward to August of 2001, I walked back into Metamora State Bank, and again found out they were hiring a full-time teller. We talked benefits, I applied, and I began at the end of the month. That was 20 years ago, and today I still work at Metamora State Bank. I began as a teller and moved my way to supervisor. In 2008, I became the credit analyst. Finally, my accounting degree coming in handy. In 2015, I was promoted to assistant vice president, mortgage loan officer. In 2016, I became a branch manager, and in 2018, I was promoted to vice president in charge of agricultural lending. Today, I am vice president and senior loan officer. I don't stand here before you today to brag about my accomplishments. Am I proud of what I've done and who I've become? You bet I am. But I am more proud of how I got here today, accepting change and working hard. So my message today to you is don't fear change. Just because you think you have your life planned out, sometimes life sends you down a different road. How you handle these changes help mold you to who you are meant to be. With every twist and turn that was thrown at me, I trudged on. I took advantages of opportunities that were presented to me and used those opportunities to learn and help me grow to be the person I am today. I learned something new about myself and my abilities with every new plan that was put in place. And guess what? Sometimes you don't have to have all the answers. It's called faith. It's believing in yourself enough to make the best of whatever comes your way. I didn't get where I am today by sitting back and listening and letting someone tell me what to do and saying, that's not my job. When I was a teller, I was asking questions. I put my nose to the ground and I took the initiative to want to be more. Am I an accountant like I thought I would be at the age of 18? No. But I use those skills that I learned every day in my current job. In 1996, I had no idea that I would end up loving the job that was presented to me and wanting to be more. But I grabbed onto an opportunity that was foreign to me. I had no idea what I was doing, and I worked hard and did the best job I could. I bettered myself. Nowhere does it say you must go to college. Nowhere does it say you can't go to college later on down the road. Nowhere does it say that you must get a job with the degree you obtain. And nowhere does it say you have to have it all figured out today. So make a plan. It's important to have a plan, whatever that plan might look like. You can't go through life winging it. Set your goals, move towards your dreams, be who you want to be. But don't be afraid of the change that life throws your way. Embrace change. You never know where you might end up, and if you don't, you will find yourself disappointed more times than not. Embrace change. It's how you get ahead, and it's how you find out the person you are truly meant to be. Thank you again for this opportunity, and congratulations, class of 2021.
Good afternoon. My name is Christy Schmidt, and I'm the Special Education Director here at Evergreen. I'm also an Evergreen High School graduate in the class of 1997. I am here to introduce two students for a tradition that we have here for the passing of the scroll. This is where the current president passes the scroll on to the incoming senior class president. So at this time, I would like to welcome our current class president, Alan Smith, as he presents the passing of the scroll to our next class president, Emma Majewski.
The tradition of the Evergreen Scroll began in 1969 and has been signed by each outgoing class president from each graduating class since 1975. Passing of the scroll is intended to symbolize good luck with great expectations for a successful senior year. I, Alan Smith, senior class president of the class of 2021, hereby present the Evergreen Scroll to Emma Majewski, senior class president for the class of 2022. Best wishes on a successful senior year.
I'd like to take a minute to highlight several academic honors displayed by graduates here today. Our graduates seated before us with various cords and medallions that represent significant academic accomplishment. Those graduates wearing honors medallions will graduate with a cumulative 3.75 or higher grade point average. Will those graduates who received an honors medallion please stand and be recognized? Graduates receiving an honors diploma have completed 4 credits in English, math, science, and social studies, and the students must have taken an advanced math class, chemistry and physics, 3 years of a foreign language, at least 1 credit of fine arts, and also must have maintained at least a 3.5 cumulative GPA and a composite score of a 27 or higher on the ACT. Well, those graduates will be receiving an honors diploma, please. Members of the Evergreen National Honor Society are decorated with special honors awards as well. Members of the National Honor Society are chosen not only because of their accomplishments in the area of academics, but also in their ability to display characteristics of service, leadership, and character in and around their community. Will those graduates who are members of the Evergreen chapter of the National Honor Society please stand? At this time, it's my distinct pleasure to begin the ceremonial presentation of the diplomas. Students will be asked to come to the stage where they'll be presented with a diploma jacket that will hold their diploma. Diplomas and final transcripts can be picked up during the meeting June 7th in the high school office. During the presentation of diplomas, we ask that you respect our graduates and refrain from artificial noisemakers. We encourage you to clap and take as many photos as you'd like. We'll be taking professional photos of each graduate on the stage. Graduates, don't forget to stop here on the exit turn to see Mr. Seeker so that we can snap a good picture of you here for you to pick up here after graduation. If you'd like to come up and take a photo of your son or daughter as they walk across the stage, please use the front aisle, but I'd ask that you please make sure you allow room for our graduates to join the stage. Will the first row of graduates please stand? Aiden Stone DeGroff. Aiden will be attending the University of Toledo to major in bioengineering. Reagan Elizabeth Fisher. Reagan will be attending Ohio State University to major in biology. Hannah Sky Gleckler. Hannah will be attending the Ohio State University to major in biochemistry. Morgan Faith Kohler. Morgan will be attending the University of Toledo to major in environmental science. Gina Catherine Silvestri. Gina will be attending the Ohio State University to major in business operations management with a concentration in pre-law. Jasmine Lynn Todd. Jasmine will be attending the Ohio State University AGI to major in animal science. Colin Crawford Smith. Colin will be attending Hillsdale College in the fall. Corinne Nicole Wilson. Corinne will be attending Grand Valley State University to major in biomedical sciences. McKenna Reese Adcock. McKenna will be attending Owens Community College to major in nursing. Brianna Claire Huffman. Brianna will be attending Jackson College to major in diagnostic medical sonography. Jacob Andrew Blanchard. Jacob will be attending the Ohio State University to major in electrical and computer engineering. Tyler Joseph Ackerman. Tyler will be attending the University of Toledo to major in biology. Michaela M. Baker. Michaela will be attending college but is currently undecided on a major. Joseph Lynn Bailey. Joseph will be attending Robert Morris University to major in psychology. Eric C. Phelps. Eric will be attending Moore County Career Center to study visual arts and design. Jacob Brewster. Coley will be attending the University of Toledo to major in criminal law. Andrew Todd Canfield. Andrew plans to enter the workforce and join a trade after graduation. Jared Bryant Carroll. Jared plans to enter the workforce to work at Jeep after graduation. Will the second row please stand and come forward? Mia Mackenzie Sue Cassidy. Mia plans to enter the workforce in the field of floral design. Trent Austin Coopshaw. Trent plans to continue employment at Evergreen and will work towards taking over the family diesel repair business. Simon M. Crown. Simon will be attending the University of Toledo after graduation. Jacob Dennis Dickens. Jacob will be attending the University of Toledo to major in engineering and information technology. William Christopher Dumas. Will be attending Grand Valley State University to major in music education. Abigail Lauren May Dunn. Abigail will be entering the workforce in retail or as a preschool teacher's assistant. Austin Austin Isaac Dewey. Austin will be attending Olivet Nazarene University to major in zoology. Emily Elizabeth Eckhart. Emily will be attending Owens Community College to major in graphic design. Kara Elizabeth Floyd. Kara will be attending Cleveland State University after graduation. Morgan Lillian Foster. Morgan will be attending Defiance College to major in radiology. Logan Paul Fox. Logan is enlisted in the Air National Guard and will attend Bowling Green State University. Emma Ann Fritsch. Emma will be attending the University of Toledo, majoring in Spanish. David Michael Fuller. David will continue working at his cell phone business, Fuller Property Solutions. Jacob Robert Fuller. Jacob will be attending Ohio Northern University to major in exercise physiology. Samantha Elaine Beard. Sandy will be entering the workforce in the field of photography and plans to open her own photography business. Jessica Lynn Good. Jessica will be entering the workforce following graduation. Will the third row please stand? Kaya May Harris. Kaya intends on pursuing a career in real estate after graduation. Christopher M. Hartzell. Chris will be attending the University of Toledo to major in pre-medical studies. Danielle Emily Head. Danielle will be attending Eastern Gateway Community College to major in forensics. Allison Jean Herb. Allie will be attending the Ohio State University, ATI, to major in livestock production and management. Emily Sue Herb. Emily will be attending the Ohio State University to major in marketing. Dylan Scott Hickerson. Dylan plans to enter the workforce after graduation. Walter Gavin Borazewski. Gavin will be entering Owens Community College to major in fine arts. Kelly Marie Houston. Kelly will be attending Paul Mitchell College, pursuing cosmetology. Dylan Otto Jessup. Dylan will be attending the Ohio State University ATI. Lila K. Johnson. Lila plans to enter the workforce after graduation. Kennedy Marie Kelly. Kennedy will be attending Siena Heights University to major in biology. Michael Robert King. Michael will be attending the University of Toledo to major in finance. Allison Grace Coleman. Allison plans to attend the University of Toledo to major in psychology. Austin James Lumbrazer. Austin plans to pursue a career in the trades after graduation. Jordan Lee Lumbrazer. Jordan will be attending Siena Heights University to major in medical. Riley Nicole Lumbrazer. Riley will be attending the University of Toledo to major in early childhood education. Brendan Gregory Matuzak. Brendan has a career in law enforcement after graduating. Braden Michael McCabe. Braden plans to attend the University of Toledo to major in biology. Will the fourth row please stand? Cassandra Jean McCullough. Cassandra plans to attend the University of Toledo, majoring in nursing. Rebecca J. McLaughlin. Rebecca will be attending the Beta Institute to study cosmetology. Jacob Allen Menden. Jacob will be attending Full Sail University to major in game art design. Corey James Myler. Corey is currently deciding between joining the HVAC union or working as a miller. Aaron Joseph Miller.
Yeah.
Aaron plans to attend the University of Toledo to major in construction engineering. Joseph Scott Miller. Joe plans to attend the workforce and enter the workforce after graduation. Tessa Rose Mountains. Tessa will be attending Loras University to major in psychology. Samuel Hunter Navarelli. Sam plans to enter the workforce after graduation. Charles Alexander Navarro. Charles plans to enter the workforce and then trade school after graduation. Nicholas James Pelley. Nicholas has enlisted in the United States Marine Corps. Elizabeth Catherine Pennington. Lizzie plans to enter the workforce while pursuing a career as a firefighter and EMT. Evan Fox Pennington. Evan will be attending the Ohio State University to major in economics. Tanner Ryan Powell. Tanner will be entering the trades to become an electrician. Savannah Marie Hines. Savannah will be attending the University of Toledo to major in nursing. Xavier Ryan Hines. Xavier plans to continue employment at Price Pro following graduation. Jackson Stoker Pricedash. Jackson plans to attend the University of Toledo to major in biology. Jacob John Riggs. Jacob will be attending the University of Toledo to major in mechanical engineering. Brianna Kathleen Shine. Brianna plans to enter the workforce and start her own carpentry business. Will the fifth row please stand? Olivia Claire Schwab. Olivia will be attending Cleveland State University to major in film and media studies. Harley Yulan Schwartz. Harley plans to attend college and is considering a career in the military after graduation. Ethan Thomas Shively. Ethan will be attending the University of Toledo to major in mechanical engineering. Eric Gijan Sierra. Eric will be attending Owens Community College and Bowling Green State University to major in computer science. Samantha Lou Sierra. Sam will be attending Owens Community College to major in visual arts. Cyrus James Estrano Smith. Cyrus will be attending the University of Toledo to major in local studies. Madison Danielle Smith. Maddie plans to attend the University of Toledo to major in biology and will minor in forensic science investigation. Luke Thomas Strayer. Luke plans to enter the workforce pursuing a career as an equipment mechanic or operator. Logan Zan Taylor. Logan plans to enter the workforce following graduation. Lexi Ann Thibodeau. Lexi will be attending Cedar Heights University to major in pre-dental studies. Kylie Christine Walborn. Kylie will be attending the University of Toledo to major in nursing. Catherine Mary Wheeler. Katie will be attending the University of Toledo to major in health administration. Logan James York. Logan will be entering the workforce at the paycheck time. Jaden Michael Young. Jaden plans to pursue a career in the trades after graduation. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Next, we have a choral tribute from the Viking Voices Choir. Will senior class president Colin Smith please come forward to lead the class in turning of the task?
Good afternoon. This is the last speech our graduates will hear as Evergreen students, and I am honored to close today's festivities with the following remarks. It has been said that excellence is a result of caring more than others think is wise, risking more than others think is safe, dreaming more than others think is practical, and expecting more than others think is possible. As I reflect on the class of 2021 and some of the most recent obstacles we had to overcome to reach today's milestone, excellent is the word that best describes this class. Whether it was wearing masks, participating in remote learning, working in the classroom, playing on the field, track, mat, or stage, as Vikings, you were excellent. Your effort, versatility, ability to adapt, enthusiasm, and talents make you a very special class. As graduates, you are now presented with limitless opportunities for your future. Remember that success and great achievement often involve great risk. Thomas Edison said, "Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work." I challenge you to work hard, embrace the opportunities you encounter, and create the opportunities you desire. I pray that as you transition to the workforce, military, or college, that you will use your gifts and talents wisely. And I remind each of you that you are individuals of sound character who will work hard to make your dreams a reality. The road ahead will not always be easy. Life is filled with adversity, criticism, and heartbreak. The true test of your character will be how you respond to those challenges and what you do next. Legendary basketball coach John Wooden advised his players, be more concerned with your character than your reputation, because your character is what you really are, while your reputation is merely what others think of you. Class of 2021, I challenge you to be individuals of strong character, ready to attack the challenges that lie ahead. You are Vikings after all, and I am confident you have the resources and support necessary to achieve your short-term goals and loftiest dreams. Because you are the definition of excellence. Because you care, you risk, you dream, and you expect more than others think is possible. You are the Evergreen Class of 2021. Congratulations. Our graduates, or should I say newest Evergreen alumni, will soon proceed out to meet their families and friends for pictures and celebratory greetings. Please stay in your seats until our entire graduating class as I get to the gym. Thank you for sharing this special day with us. This concludes our commencement ceremony. It gives me great pleasure to present to you Evergreen's Class of 2021.